What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the Man, and I'm back with another nighttime edition episode. On tonight's episode, I'm going to talk about the ways you can tell if you are being used or if you are being needed. Now, this is a very important topic because it's one of the biggest heartbreaks I've ever felt, and it's probably one of the biggest heartbreaks y'all have ever felt. When you realize you are being used like a wet rag that you throw under your sink when you're done cleaning it with something, just for you to use it again another time. But it's never going to be used. It's only going to be used for that specific reason. It's one of the worst feelings ever. And another reason why it's so important, because you don't want to waste your time. And another reason why it's important to deal with this type of issue, to detect when you are being used, because when you're in the aftermath, when you figured out that you were being used, and after it's all settled and done, that can devalue you, or it can make you feel like you have no value. It can make you feel like you're only worth what you went through, that you're only good to be used, and that's it, and not needed. That is never the case. That is totally wrong, and I'm gonna prove it in this video, all right? So the first thing you need to recognize or pay attention to in order to detect if you are being used, if you are in a relationship where you are being used versus if you are being needed, a necessity as a life partner, all those good things, is number one, feeling useless or empty after you do something or things for this person. One of my biggest love languages is gifting. I love to do for others. I love to commit acts of service for others, especially for the unfortunate, those who have less than us, because I was once that person at one time. I love doing that. But for my loved one, for my lady, it's magnified, it's exemplified, because this is your one, right? This guy, this woman is your woman, your guy, your man. There's no other copies, there's no other versions. This is it. But if you are ever in a situation, a relationship, and every time you give, you take more of yourself out. Every time you give, you take more of your soul out, it feels. And one of the main reasons for this is because you are going against what you believe in, your faith. You are going against your morals. You are doing something outside of your character to please this person, to help this person. Therefore, you are doing something that is not right for you. You are doing things for this person, even though they know you are uncomfortable, because you are going against your own grain to help this person. They don't care, because they are all about the end result for them. They are not about you. When you feel this way, when you feel like you are draining yourself, pouring into someone else's sink, that might be a big sign that you are being used and not needed. Because I'm gonna go back to my acts of charity. When I give, it feels like I'm gifted it tenfold. Like I feel better than how I felt before giving, because I know I am making an impact, and therefore they are hopefully going to make an impact on someone else, or on the world, or on the community. But I don't even care about that, because I know I am making a positive impact on someone who is looking for it, who is needing it, and it's a positive exchange. But when you are in a negative exchange, negative is the root word for what? Subtraction, minus. So if you are in a negative exchange, you are actually taking more out of yourself than giving from yourself. You are being robbed of your inner essence. You are being robbed of you for their gain, not yours. Pay attention to your spiritual gauge. It's the same thing as the gas meter on your car. You know when your car is near empty, and you know when it's near full. If you feel like your gauge is near empty after doing things for this person, come on, you're not dumb. You know exactly what's going on. You're being used. Don't ignore it, all right? The next sign that you have been being used or still being used versus being needed and treated as a necessity is getting nothing in return, getting nothing reciprocated back to you. It's kind of similar to the first point, but this case, you put food on the table for this person, but somehow you're left starving. You're giving life to this person, but somehow you are dying on the inside. If I was to place you and your significant other on a scale, his or hers would drop through the floor while yours would skyrocket up, because you are doing so much for this person and it is not being balanced out. This person is not subscribing to you. They are not providing for you and to you. They are gluttonizing your acts of service. If you ever have to question yourself in your relationship, like, man, Like, I don't want to seem like the bad guy, but I'm doing so much for this person. But what evidence do I have that they're doing anything for me? I don't have anything to show for their support of me. I don't have any evidence to show that they care about me. I feel like this is a one-way street. If you ever feel like that in your relationship, most likely it's true. Because those feelings they're not just going to come out of thin air. Your body speaks to you. Your soul speaks to you. Your mind speaks to you. You should not be emotionally hungry in a relationship based on love. Because love, it's everlasting, it's fruitful, it's bountiful. Empty will never fall in the definition of those things. If you are feeling the opposite of bountiful, if you're feeling more hatred than love in your relationship, then that means you're getting nothing in return. And you're doing way more than you should be. You are nothing but a charity case in your own home. Pay attention to that sign. The next sign, the third sign that you are being used more than needed, is being thanked versus being truly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Those are nothing but words. Anyone on this earth can tell you thank you. The enemy can tell you thank you. The devil can tell you thank you, but they are only words. But to be truly appreciated is bigger than words. To be truly appreciated is shown in action. To be truly appreciated is shown in motion. How someone acts around you, how they act to you. When they try their best to do for you as much as you do for them. When you see the effort, even when it's minuscule, when it's small, when it's big, there's a dedicated effort to show you that I truly appreciate you for doing the things you do for me. You see, once again, anyone can thank you for doing something for them. Anyone. Because you can do something for me, and I can thank you, and I can choose to never see you another day in my life. I can literally choose to run away from you. I can choose to hide from you. But I said thank you. That should be good enough, right? No. Those are only words. And what do I always say? Action speaks louder than words. And when you truly appreciate someone, when someone truly appreciates you, they're going to show it in their actions. And when it comes to men, we're going to show it in our actions. And one thing about most men is that it takes a lot for us to accept help. Just being honest here, it takes a lot of us struggle with accepting help, even from our woman, because we're supposed to be the head of our union, right? So it's kind of embarrassing when we're falling off, or if we're struggling in a moment in our life, and now our lady has to take over or help or give a bigger percentage of effort in order to help our relationship. You know, it's kind of embarrassing. But what real men do is that they show their appreciation. They try, even if they have to scrape and crawl, they will try to show you that, my love, I appreciate you so much. Even though I'm going through something crazy right now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to do the little things until the little things become big things for you. When I get to the top, I'm a magnify my appreciation for you. But for right now, I'm going to try every little bit I can do for you because I love you that much. I appreciate what you do. The efforts. I don't care about being thanked. If I do something for you, if I do something for anyone, I never want thanks back. I don't care. I just want you to pay it forward. I want you to help someone else out. I want you to be motivated and inspired to help other people out that need your help. Because charity is contagious. So don't worry about thanking me. I need you to do. I need you to do for you. I need you to do for us. I want to see it. I want to feel it. I want to smell it. Don't talk to me. I care less about words. Show me. You want your man to show you. You want your woman to show you. And let me go to my last sign that you are being used versus being treated as a necessity. Is to simply listen to your inner essence. Listen to your soul. Listen to your conscience. Listen to your mind. Listen to your spirit. Because all those things inside of you are acting for you. And they are acting in totality for your survival. You hear about women's intuition, or you'll hear people talk about their discernment. Those things are real, God-given alerts for your survival. So more likely than not, when your mind, when your body, when your inner self is telling you that you are being used, in most cases you are being used. And that is why we have to keep our temples clean. Because when you fog and bog your temples with nonsense, drama, negativity, negative people, negative thoughts, gossip, you cloud those warning signals. And then now you're out here living on the wild side because you are blind. You'll always hear people say after something happens, yo, I knew it. Dang, something told me that this was going to happen, or that this was, yes, that something was you. Your inner defense mechanisms, your God-given alerts, your energy, your conscious, your spirit. That was you all along, and you ignored it because you wanted him to be the one. You wanted him to be your man. You wanted him to be your husband. You wanted it so bad that you didn't want yourself. Because if you wanted yourself, you would have protected yourself. You would have listened. None of us are dumb. We have common sense. But sometimes we choose not to use it. We choose not to listen to it. So if your inner essence is telling you, if God is telling you something, or in this case, you are being used, I don't need to say none more, right? Let's be smart out here. Protect yourself out here. All right? Love y'all. This is your guy, Sealz the Man, and I will see y'all in my next video. Take care. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.